Hey guys, so I'm going to keep this short and sweet. On Sabbath, Dr. MyRon Edmonds, he preached a sermon at the Oakwood University Church, and many of you guys know that. Me and my children, we watched it, and somebody reached out to Dr. MyRon Edmonds, someone that I know personally, reached out to him personally, privately, not publicly on their page, didn't do a rant about how they thought he was in error. And they had a question based on a few statements that he made on the pulpit. Okay, and rightly so. The Bible tells us that, if we have an issue with someone in the church, if we have any questions, if we feel something needs to be corrected, you go to the person with meekness and humility and always have a teachable spirit. But you don't just sit there quietly for fear of, well, he must be right because his position, or for fear of what the rest of the congregation would say, because how dare you question someone who with such credentials, with such power, such influence? He's not Jesus Christ. And even Jesus Christ says, come now, let us reason together. Even Jesus we could question. So this person reached out to Dr. MyRon Edmonds, and I'm not going to go into the detail of the conversation because it was a private conversation, but I'm aware of it, not for me to make public here. Okay, unless the person and the doctor wants this conversation to be made public. But basically they asked some questions regarding it, and he answered, and it was squashed. It was polite discourse, conversation, and it was settled. 24 hours later, on his page, there was a "let me clarify" message that he felt impressed to clarify the same points that this person had questioned him about, and he answered, and everything was, all flattened and done and pushed aside. But he felt impressed to go on his page, and it's his prerogative if he feels that maybe more than one person may have this question. So let me just put it out there that this is not what I meant, this is what I meant. Okay. Now, I can't read his motives, so I don't know if he did that because of this one particular person, or did he get quite a few people come and say, hey, pastor, what you said, or hey, doctor, what you said was error. I got some questions about this. He's like, okay, let me just flatten it. This is what I mean. Okay, if that's the case, that's the case. What I'm taking issue with quite strongly are the comments and the silence from the doctor on those comments. The comments underneath that statement was very troubling and very telling of the mindset of Seventh-day Adventists. There were so many comments of, I got you, doc. How dare somebody question it? I understood it. It was clear. How could somebody not understand it? The comments there were quite brutal. It was demeaning, undermining. It was nothing short of spiritual bullying. So you mean to tell me that if a minister, a speaker, God comes up on the pulpit and preaches, you're not allowed to question? And if you question, you must be against him. You must be trying to cause trouble. You must be his enemy. Just can't receive the truth. We all got it, doc. That person clearly, whoever it is, they will see what they want. They will hear what they want to hear. Really? That's spiritual bullying. That's classroom mentality. That's oh, here they go again, putting their hands up. Whatever happened to critical thinking? Critical thinking, which I, as an educator, encourage in the classroom. So as adults, you cannot question. You cannot question a minister. And if you do, you will be mocked and ridiculed. So somebody, let's say this person, and this person has seen the comments. That's why I'm doing this video. How is it possible to see those comments and now not feel bullied and intimidated and hurt? Especially when the doctor sees these comments and ticking like and support to them, seconding, confirming in the people's minds that he was attacked, because that's what the comments are showing, that this, we got your back, we're going to insulate the minister from the attacks. Surely, being sensitive that this person did the right thing in contacting him, surely you think he would come forward and say, let me just clarify, This is just because I've had a few questions and I thought let me just go ahead and just put it out here. I'm not being attacked. No, everyone has rights to question, we're all in different stages. We all receive things differently and process information differently. He sat there and just high-fiving and laughing face. And I mean, I know you're not a minister anymore because you decided to take that title off, but you're still a shepherd, you're still a leader. And the position and the role of a leader, the role of a shepherd is to take care of the sheep, is to protect those under him, or should I say, those who are looking up to him, to create a space, a non-toxic space where they can feel, they can come to you and not feel that if they dare question you, then all your minions are going to jump on them. Now, I don't care that this person's name wasn't out there. It's still bullying. Because what does this do to those on the outside looking on? You cannot, what is the message y'all giving this person? It's not a he, I'm just saying. Anybody. What is the message you're giving this person? Or anybody that comes to his page now? The message you're giving is, don't you dare. You have the audacity to question. Don't you dare question the doctor when he preaches, because he's Jesus Christ. He cannot be wrong. It was clear to me. Who cares that it was clear to you? To someone else it may not be. So they can't question. I just have this thing, because I've seen it so long in the Adventist church. I've seen it in my own life when it comes to in Bible studies. Oh my goodness, you ask one too many questions, you're seen as someone who's causing division. If you cannot be questioned, then you shouldn't be on the pulpit. And y'all who high-fiving and saying, I can't see what was not clear, and you're jumping. Listen, I'm going to say this right now. That Dr. Mike, the way y'all thinking, the way y'all don't just allow for clarification, let him do what he feels impressed with. If he felt impressed to go and share that because maybe more than one person is saying this to him, the way y'all follow like that, scary, because it tells me that should he, I'm not saying he will, should he stand up one day and say, listen, y'all, Sunday is the Sabbath. We can worship any day. Can we not? Because Jesus is Lord of the Sabbath. Yes, he is. But this is the day the Lord has made, every day. And y'all would jump up and say, yes, didn't he preach a word? Y'all scary. I can see why many Seventh-day Adventists are going to end up receiving the mark of the beast. Watch yourselves. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are commenting, making those comments about someone or anyone who dare question? That is beast mentality. That is false mentality, intimidation. Same dragon power that y'all are saying amen about. The same spirit that y'all are against. The dragon power. Force. Force. Herd mentality. It's no different. Y'all need to quit.